There is one prayer from the Bishop of Canterbury. The prayer goes like this: Lord, make me a good nurse, a sympathetic nurse, not so sympathetic as to lose my efficiency, yet not so efficient as to lose my sympathy. Give me the right touch, the touch of Jesus, the healer.
Mt Alvernia was opened in 1961. For the first year or so, the whole place was run by sisters.
We couldn't pay for staff to begin with because we didn't have the money. So we did everything. Even patients in the morning, wake them up, wash them, and then bring their breakfast in, then wash the dishes after that, and then clean the floors, clean the rooms.
The beauty of it was whether you were a patient in a private room, or 2-bedded, or 8-bedded, made no difference to the way we treated them.
And the food is the same.
Food is the same, and the sheets, remember the embroidered sheets?
Embroidered sheets.
And all the beds were the same.
And we embroidered them.
We were willing because we were happy to have at last a hospital.
Mt Alvernia is a mission hospital, and from the time we started, we catered for everyone. And I think this has never changed.
Mt Alvernia's name comes from the mountain in Italy called Alvernia. And Alvernia was given to St. Francis to go and pray on. And it was on that mountain that he received the marks of the crucifixion in his hands and feet and heart. It was who he was, his love for God, his love for creation, his sense of fraternity. He really reached out to the poor, to the lepers, to the struggling.
I will always remember this particular child. He came over to Mt Alvernia for brain tumor. He saw on TV that there's animals roaming around, and he said, "Oh, I've never gone to a zoo before." So I told him, when you recover, when you are better, we all shall bring you to the zoo. We were there with the kid. We saw the kid from very sick to recuperating, and we were there to see him enjoying himself. It's a journey I will never forget, and I'm glad that I was one of the staff that helped with nursing the child till recovery.
It's a great privilege to be part of another person's journey in their pain and struggle. It is a very great privilege. When I was a young nurse, I would pride myself that I have achieved so many deliveries in a night. I would count how many major operations I have assisted and how much I have learned. But in later years, I realized that that was not enough. There is another side, the empathy side towards the patient, the relationship with the patient, the kindness, care, and concern that can come across that would matter.
For me, I will always tell the Lord, let me spread your love wherever I go. Serve all with love. Accept the person as they are, how they are, where they are. And through our acceptance of them, they feel gentleness, openness, that human touch.
Every day you could walk outside somebody you don't choose. You say good morning to him, respect him, and in a little way love him, that he's doing something to bring money to his own house. Help them to grow and accept them where they are.
When patients get demanding, it's their frustration. So we mustn't take it personally. We serve all with the same attention, love and care, and understand that when they are frustrated, that is where they need us most.
In Mt Alvernia, somehow the atmosphere is warm, kindness, right?
The warmth is the first thing that will capture you. You can be in the lift or you can walk down one of the corridors and people will just smile and say good morning.
There's always a team with me as well as behind me, not looking at ourselves as from different areas of work like the nurses, the doctors, the social workers, but really to communicate and share freely so that our efforts to care actually gets multiplied.
Serving all with love is more than just nursing. It's your whole way of serving which comes through your work, your communication, and how you treat people, even the way you talk to people.
Every day is not easy, but then when you face difficulties, then you need to have positive mindset. And when you have this positive mindset, you have these positive vibes. And even though you didn't realize it, you actually transfer these vibes to the rest of your colleagues because we work as a team, we don't work individually.
You cannot tell anybody else what joy is like unless you have it yourself.
If there is joy, it will show in your face, and hence joy in your work.
I think at the core, we know that all the efforts that we're putting in are not only for the patients we serve, but also as a testimony for God.
Serving the poor is doing the most menial thing. I think that's very beautiful, to do the job with love, no matter how menial the work.
The little things are not little. When they're really done with the heart, they become extraordinary.
Mt Alvernia and Assisi Hospice doesn't stand alone. We are a part of our FMDM global mission. What's happening here is being replicated in Zimbabwe, in Zambia, in Australia, in Ireland, England, Scotland, Rome, and we're part of something much bigger. So we want to see Mt Alvernia and Assisi Hospice as being the Singapore expression of what we would call the kingdom of God lived out.
We are a mission. Our mission to show forth Christ's love, to make available the love of Christ and the enjoyment of God to others. It is a mission first of all. It's a mission with the hospital.
People are the mission, not the building.
I hope everybody who walks in this door, staff member, visitor, patient, doctor, that their experience of Mt Alvernia and Assisi Hospice makes them a more peaceful human being, somebody who's living life fuller than before they knew Mt Alvernia and Assisi.